Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Mark with Exotic Car Play Place. Today I'm going to feature a little tour of the SMG 3 transmission, some of the little details, idiosyncrasies, and I'm just going to literally show you the controls, how it all works, and stick around, watch, you're going to love this. Okay, so the first step is to even put this into gear, you got to have your foot on the brake. You can either put it into gear, that selects DS, and it also selects the gear in either manual or sequential or drive. That's what the DS, sequential or drive. So you can toggle either sequential or drive. And right now I'm in first gear. I press it again, and that puts it into drive mode. So you keep toggling DS, that's drive and sequential. Toggle it again, you're back to manual. Toggle it again, and you are back into drive mode. So this has to happen. You have to have your foot on the brake to put it into neutral, to put it into gear, and put it in reverse. Your foot has to be on the brake. Now, to take it and put it back into neutral, you can just take it. You don't actually need your foot on the brake. So I'll try this. See, it's got a lock. So foot's not on the brake. I want to put it into gear. It's not working. I put the foot on the brake. Now it goes. Now I can take a foot off the brake. I can pull it into neutral with the foot off the brake. So you can put it into gear. You can't put it into gear without the brake, but you can put it into neutral without the brake. So there's an interlock to save you from putting it into gear by accident. So foot on the brake, select, and you can see in drive mode, you can select your transmission speed still. I can toggle that all the way up or all the way down, all the way up. And now I drive along, I get going. The car will start to shift by itself based on your driver's driving characteristics. It'll choose where it needs to drive and it'll upshift. Now, if you're at a low rev like this, this is another little trick. If you stomp it normally in third gear, it's not going to go too fast, too far. We're only at 2,500 RPM. But to engage a downshift, you put the foot right to the floor. And then it'll engage. And then I can go manually, as I just did there. I was in drive, and I can shift the paddles on the fly. Even though it's in drive mode, I can override that. I can override the drive mode by opting for the paddle shift. So the paddle shift will then override. Now I can actually toggle that back on the fly. I'm in drive 4 again. So I'm back in drive mode. I can also switch that to manual on the fly. Switch it back to auto on the fly in drive mode, and we're good to go. So as we drive along, we downshift either with the paddles, or in this case, we're in drive mode, so we'll let the car do the slowing down. It'll downshift automatically. Gets too low, it's in D3, I slow down, no paddles, and the car automatically downshifts. I didn't have to touch anything in drive. That will also work in manual mode. So let's go into manual mode. So we're into sequential mode, and it will slow down by itself. So I'm going to shift up. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slow down a couple of gears. Slowing down. Now, I'm not going to touch the paddles. I'll keep my hands off the paddles. Keep the hands off the paddles. And it's in drive mode now. This is manual mode, or this is manual mode, not drive. This is manual. And it will take care of the downshifts. When you get too low, the system will override that. See, I'm in third. The car doesn't like to drive in third. I'm going to slow down, no hands on the paddles. We're still in sequential mode. It goes to second, and it will go to first automatically. It'll save you sputtering or dying out. So now we're still in manual. You can get going. shift all the way up, and you'll notice I'm in 7th gear. I can drive along in 7th, no problem. I can drive along in 6th, 5th. You can choose your gear. It'll alter the revs, of course. I'll downshift. As you downshift, the revs of the tachometer, you notice, jump up. I'm going to shift down to 3rd. Now that brings the revs up even more in that sporty position. So that's where manual sequential is nice. Now you'll notice there's also 5 bars. There's only 5 bars there. There is in fact a 6th mode for Drive Logic that will engage a faster shift speed as well that you can't normally engage. Now what you have to do to get that mode is you have to activate or deactivate the DSC. Right here on the dash, you hit DSC and then you get that mode. It tells you your traction control is off, but now you'll see there's a new bar. Now by utilizing this little button over here, we can up that to 1 more shift speed setting. Now that gives us maximum attack mode by activating that next sense, that next position, 6th speed setting for the transmission shift speed. And so as soon as, if you want to disengage that, you can either deactivate it with DSC, turn that back on, and that will kick you out. That will actually kick you out of the 6th mode, and you'll notice down here, we're down to the 5th position again. There is no 6th mode. As soon as you activate or reactivate the DSC mode, that will kick you out of your S6 position automatically. Now another thing you should know is that I know on the Italian supercars, you know, the Italian cars such as a Lamborghini and Ferrari, typically when you're sitting at the light, is pull both the paddles simultaneously, and that drops you in. Will not do that on this car. You'll notice it's still in 1st. It doesn't work like that on a BMW. So every time I come up to a light, I always throw this into neutral. What that means is if you put it in neutral, you're not taking wear, you're not imposing wear on the actual clutch release bearing or the throwout bearing. Because if the car's in gear idling, even though the clutch is disengaged, that's taking a wear and a toll on the clutch itself. So you don't see what's going on, but it's all happening behind the scenes. So whenever you pull up to a set of lights, a stoplight for any duration, you're stopping at a longer light you would expect, always put it into neutral and sit at the lights in neutral gear. So that's what you want to do there. Now, let's put it in gear and I'll show you another little trick. It's in gear, you're at a drive-through. You open your door because you drop $1 outside the window. So I'm in gear, I'm going to open the door. I'm going to open the door. Look, we get a flashing 1. That means it's disabling the drive, 1st gear drive. So it doesn't allow me to actually drive away. I'm getting out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, I take the weight off the car, off the seat. Now, it automatically throws me into neutral. You'll see how that works. So now it takes it out of gear automatically and does not allow me to just drive away by accident. As soon as I get out of that seat, it disengages the gearbox. And then you have to reset it and go back into gear as you were. Again, one more quick time. Foot off the brake. Seatbelt, I'm going to reach that $1. I step out. It senses the weight off of the seat and puts it into neutral. And then again, you have to do a full reset, put it back to neutral and back into drive or 1st gear, whichever you prefer. Okay everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. A quick tour of the SMG3 transmission, how some of the features work on it, and some of the safety devices. There's some interlocks involved here, and I just wanted to point some of those out to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again everyone. Make sure you come back in the next video and we'll catch you real soon. Bye-bye.